Hey, in this video, I'm going to solve a problem. So you can see the problem is comparing the strings. We are given these kinds of inputs and we need to compare whether these strings is equal or not. Let's say the string opening should have a closing. If it is the condition, we need to return true, else we need to return the false. You can see into example string here. As in constraints. So you can see that we have given in time and space complexity as order of n. So we need to solve this problem in the complexity of order of n. So how could we approach this problem? To solve this one, I'm going to use in stack. Previously, I have created a video on stack, like how can you push and pop inside this stack. So you can watch that if you don't have any knowledge about this stack. I'm assuming that you have a quite good knowledge about the stack, how stack works. Still, I'm going to explain you like how can we use stack to solve this problem. Okay, so here I will write down an example string and we will push that string into the stack and we will pop that one. So let me write down string once. Okay, so this is the string which we have to push and pop inside the stack. So let's see how stack works. For example, let's say I have a stack like this. So what I need to do, I will run a for loop to get each element from the string. Let's say from the first one we start here. So we are visiting this and this is an opening of a string. So this is an curly braces we call. If you don't know, I assume that you know all these things. These are basics. So this is curly braces, this is parenthesis, and this is square bracket, right? So when we come across first element here, I'm calling this element. So when I come across the first element, so what we need to do, we need to push that into this stack. So we see first time, we push this inside this stack. Now what we can do, after pushing this one, we move ahead loop once, and after incrementing, we will reach at this string element. Now we need to push this too, because we are visiting this first time and this is an open string. So we can push this too. Please ignore the writing because I'm just using touchpad and my finger to write down all these things. When we visit this square bracket, again we need to push that too inside the stack, and all done till now. Once we have pushed this one, we move ahead. Now we can see that this isn't closing of any one of them string. So here it is closing of square bracket. So what we can do, we need to compare. Whenever it will be closing, we need to compare this one, whatever it is present here, we need to compare this one with the first element which is present at the top of the stack. Now at the top of the stack, if the element is presenting and the element inside we have here inside, like we are using for loop, so we get this element. If both are equal means the inside the stack it is open and in string we have close. Like square bracket, here we have square bracket and square bracket is have here. That means both are equal. So what we can do here, if both are equal, so we will pop it from the stack. So we will pop it from the stack. Now it is not only the condition might happen at the place of this one, we can have some other string. If this is not the condition, then in that condition we need to return the false. Because string is not equal, we can directly return the false here. If top of this stack and the string closing brackets are not equal, we can directly return the false value here, right? Now I'm assuming for example to this string, this is an equal and we pop up it from here. Now we move to second, we pop up this one and we pop up this one. Now at the last we reach to the stack. Now we can see the stack is empty completely, nothing present here. So if the stack is empty, we can have two conditions. Simply, if stack is empty, we can directly return that the string are equals and we can return the true. So if this is the scenario, I can directly return from here true, like this. Okay, if the stack is not empty, let's say here an element is present. So what we can return if stack is not empty, If this is the scenario, stack is not empty, I can return false. So this is the main logic how this is working. I hope you could understand. So here we have taken an example of a string which was equal. So let's say if it was not equal, so this part I am erasing, it would be, let's say, like this. It would be like this. Then what we do? We compare. We have compared this one with this one, and it should not be equal. We can directly return that false value. Okay, so let's not make it messy. It's clean now. You can understand this one is like how it's working. I hope you would understand. Now let's code. If you still don't know how it's working, while I will write down the code, you will definitely understand like how the problem is. We are solving that problem. So let's directly jump into the code. So this is my console where you can see the output, and this is Visual Studio Code where I can write down my code. So let's create a function first of all. So function is I'm creating by name of is equal. You can create by any name, no issue, and we will pass down an argument as in string inside this. Now let's say is equal, and I'm passing an string inside this. For example, like this, I'm passing a string inside this one. Okay, so now let's check whether the function is working properly or not. Console.log string. So you can see that on the console we are getting the string. That means our function is working properly. Now what I can do, I can write down my logic of the whole logic I have explained you here. First of all, we need to create an object. How can we create? Let map. The name of object, I'm writing map here. You can do any of your choice, still no issue. Now I will define here like what kind of strings we can have here. So only three kinds of string, like parenthesis I'm taking like in square bracket here, and we have curly braces here only. So like this. Okay, so we have only this inside our map object. We have these things. So now what we can do, we can create an stack because we require an stack to push and pop our element. So I'm just writing here create a stack. So how can we create a stack? Very simple, like let stack stack. Like this we have done with our stack. Now we need to write down a for loop here, so that we can iterate throughout this one, and we can pick each element one by one, and we can do our further logic. So let's define let I is equal to 0, which will start from the 0, and it will go till less than length of string.length, and each time we will increment in the loop. So we have entered in our loop. What we can do, we need to write down logic here. So I'm writing in if conditions. First, what happened, let's say string of I, and whatever present inside the string of I, what can be it be? It can be like an open parenthesis, or it can be like inside the string of I, we can have like square bracket but open one, or we can have inside the string let's say an open parenthesis. So this condition can be happened. If this is happened, what we can do, we need to push into stack. We need to push into stack. Now how can we push? Very simple, just write down stack and dot push, and here what we need to push, whatever is present in string of I, we need to push that one. So it's very simple, we have pushed the element into the stack. Now let's move to the else part. Now what will happen here, we need to again check the condition. If we need to check the top of the stack, so how could we check stack, and how can we get the top element? Stack dot length -1. So it will give me the top of the stack, and we need to check from the map string of I. Now this condition happen, what I can do, simply pop from stack. So how can we pop from stack? Just write down stack dot pop. It will pop up from here. If this is not the condition I have explained you, if string is not equal, top of the stack and the string we have present in string of I is not equal, so just write down else part and return false, because string is not equal. Simply we have done till here. Now let's say our for loop is open. Now what happens if our stack is empty? Just write down return if stack dot length is equal to 0. If this is the scenario, if stack is empty, return true, else return false. Very simple logic. I am done by writing my whole logic. Now we can see that it's not showing any output. Why it is not showing? We just need to console.log. So I will copy the string and write down it inside the log. So you can see that it's giving me true. Why true? Because the string is equal. Now let me make it unequal. So I can remove this. So it should give me false, and you can see that it's giving me false. So this is how it's work. How can you compare a string or the element present inside the string using stack? Very simple. The complexity will be R of n given, and definitely we have solved it in O of n. And you can see by O of n, you can see that we have only one for loop and we are going only till string dot length. So order of n. I think this is done from my side. If you have any doubt, you can ask me, or you can follow for more problems like that. I used to solve these problems and I used to create React applications. If you want to learn React.js by creating real world applications, then definitely follow this channel. Thanks for watching.